A very good evening, everybody. Here we are setting up for a huge game. Young Association KUARMUNDA taking on the OGP Club. So that is match number 42, live from BFA Unit 1 BBSR. Odisha Women's League, uh, you know, gone really well. I mean, definitely, have a feeling that this particular game is going to be a great one. There is no doubt in that. As we see both the teams assembling and giving the handshakes to the referees as well, as we are just moments away from kickoff. Right then, so the referees Arati Mohanty, Almati Oram, Babli Garnayak, and Sita Madani, Marandi rather, take care of as far as the clock is concerned. So match commissioner Sudipta Das, proceedings of this game. And Rohit Kumar, myself, commentator, will take you through this particular match. But before we start off, right, we'll have a look at the teams, right? Young Association KUARMUNDA will start off with Mega Kishan, Pramila Kishan, Lija, and there you go. You have it in front of us as well. Rashmi Pading, Mehak Topo, Sarita Kishan, Tulsi Topo, and Ashika Kangadi, Ganga Mani, Joshna Lakra, and Pushpa Kishan. So that comprises the side of Young Association KUARMUNDA. Right then, looks pretty strong one would say on paper, definitely. And talking about their opposition, the OGP Club, Pija Saho, Reshma Singh, Subhashini Oram, Lipsha Nayak, A. Kritika, and Sila Singh, Mona Lisa Nayak, and Priyadarshini, Purnima Kujur, Purnima Swen, and Preeti Sasmal. So that comprises as far as the OGP Club are concerned. Right in moments away from kickoff. Expect a great game, guys. Definitely stay tuned. That is the whistle of the match. The team in grey, OGP, and team in blue, YGA. And there you go. Is that the first opportunity? But eventually, defense comes in straight away, clears the ball brilliantly. We are away into the right plan. That's very well played. Well done in the few moments of the match. We have seen. And I think that has actually ended up as an own goal as well. Whatever said and done, that is the lead straight away here. 1-0. Nonetheless, it's the first goal here for YGA. Very well done. Initial moments of the game. How far, or rather, how many times have we seen this happen? Right? The very first minute of the match, see a goal being scored, and now it should provide the momentum right away. There is no doubt for it. Absolutely. You throw in now at this point in time, but a desperate start, I think. going to give a lot of confidence for YGA. Right, the very first minute, point coming in, just past the midline. That's a good pass to the left flank. Nice pass it. It forward, but that is taken away from the defense. Good sprint as well. Good in the pass. Possession going left to right, but eventually has got back to YGA, but the defense pass forward into the right flank now. Okay. Rather, managed to keep it in play and cross as well has come in. Eventually dealt away from the defense. Really well done. Into the left flank. Good, great pass. Good work. It's really out of play. We are throwing for YGA, what I believe. Point taken for YGA. Great pass. Good work. Pass them. Clearance made comfortably. Uh, they can help in the keeper as well. Well clear, and now is that a chance? They can find the right person in the box. Nice pass then. Was cleared easily in the end. Pass then. Very good clearance. Had a shot in the end eventually, but keeper up to the mark. Yes, well, OGP. Yes, we've seen it to attack maybe from let's say from the side in grey, the OGP, but that lead has given a lot of confidence for YGA. OGP rather. Very good takes the keeper. Clearance from the keeper was very important in denying the equalizer. Oh, there you go. Whistle coming in from the ref straight away. That should be a foul out there. And does really well. But the possession back here. And a brilliant cross Still the ball in play. As far as YG are concerned, great ball in. But the possession back comfortably with OGP at this point. So almost 7 minutes into this match. Yes, that one goal, which came in, very quick time. Just close to 70 seconds, if I'm not wrong. Or rather 1 minute, 10 seconds is where the goal had come in straight away. So a lot of confidence it should generate. Nice pass there into the right flank, but I think the ball will eventually roll away. Possession still with OGP. Then they managed to keep it in play. 1-1 at this point in time. Really well done. That has eventually gone to the back of the net. So now you see this is the start that we require. What a game we are having here. We have started off with a goal in the very first minute. Immediately once the match has started from then on, now in the ninth minute. What does this tell you? Rather to all of viewers. As a viewer, what do you really feel? I mean, really feel that this game has the potential of having a lot of goals in it. That's a fine shot. And now is there one more chance. That should take it 2-1, but eventually, as we speak, in the meanwhile, keeper has done her very best to put the ball out of play for a corner. Ball in. That ball is out of play. So yes, it's off YGA, so should be a goal kick. Goal kick. Pass it the forward region. Nice pass then, but the interception that for midfield region. The midfield region is a very very important one. I think is the bridge that connects the defense and attack. So if the midfield of a team can perform well, I think that team can do wonders moving ahead. That ball has gone out of play. Be a throw in. That's a fine ball. Well done. That's gone out of play. Clearance. Well done. Right then, that ball was off the deflection. And now the interception at the right moment, just across the debates. Comes in, but eventually being taken by the defense. Possession back with YGA now. So puts it forward and into the forward region. Well done there. Into the box. Now, can the defense clear? Takes in the shot, but that ball into the left flank. Being cleared away. Right then, that free kick will be taken. Put to the back of the net. That's finally. Why do I say that? Because we've seen seen the shots being taken very well there. That's a goal kick. Once again, I mean, just the way that both the teams are attacking, been a cat and mouse game so far, if you could call it. Yet again, a fine ball gets it through, but the defense once again with the possession. Fine. What can they do? Into the left flank. The ball is into the box, but hopefully the keeper should collect that ball. Ball gone out of play, should be a goal kick now. Good ball. That's cleared well from the defense yet again. OGP are playing a very good hand here into the box, but just not able to get the clearance here. And now the shot is on. The defense as well. It's worked perfectly. That shot coming in out of nowhere into the right flank. But yes, eventually out of play, should be a goal kick. So the whistle coming in straight away from the referee at this point, as we can see a free kick being taken almost 16 minutes into this game. Hopefully see that it's 1-1, and generally, if you uh, these games will tell you that it can desperately, uh, teach you something, to be very honest, because I really do feel that sometimes if it's a cat and mouse game, it can turn out to be very, very competitive. And one thing, right? Both the teams haven't you haven't seen the possession being distributed majority, and now is that a chance? We've seen few runs from the left flank, which has been very, very useful. Good work. Pushing it forward into the left flank now. Now for a change, what can they do? Good run, but the last couple of times they've tried to peep into the box. It's not really worked for them, but I think these are good signs. In fact, that's a corner given there for AGS set piece at this point. Right then, corner coming in. A good cross is expected. It's a fine ball put out of put out by the defense, and this ball gets into the box. Straight to the keeper. Very well taken there. Good work from the keeper once again. Whistle coming in straight away. That should be offside. In fact, pretty much felt that was straight offside there because there was a single striker who ran forward. But yes, I think they shouldn't, take these things into consideration. Right then, moving forward. Can they do something here? But hopefully that is not a foul there because it was very, very intense. What wasn't intentional was ball oriented. I think that's how most fouls are decided by the referees. I mean, I think we've discussed this a lot of times as well. If the foul is, more ball oriented, I think, or rather not the foul, maybe the tackle. I think that is the right way to put it. That would be the right way to put it. If you can, be more ball oriented and go towards the tackle, that should be perfectly fine. Going at this point in time, right then for YGA, can they manufacture something? Because in the last 3-4 minutes or so, they've been very active, especially the forward region. Long throw coming in. Might get the clearance. Very well done. Extremely well done. Good pass. Cleared away once again. Very well taken from the keeper. To the right flank. Right then. The ball is in the box and just a shot. The deflection from the defender has put that ball out of play. Should be a throw in now. And for YGA on both sides of the field, we've seen on both ends rather of the goals, we've seen the throw-ins coming in time and again. But one thing can be promised, guys. I think to all the viewers, that already we've seen a couple of goals that have come in the last 20 minutes, and really like the attacking intent of both these sides. Nice pass then. Ball out of play. Should be a goal kick. The defense will eventually take it over. And now there you go. Closer to the defense. In fact, managed to pull the ball back. Good pressure. That from the right winger there. She was active on the ball. Knew what she had to do. Extremely well done. Takes the shot. Just wide of the post. Really had a feeling that she was just one pass away from setting up for the right shot. Should be a goal kick at this point for OGP. Almost 23 minutes into this match. Uh, One thing that hasn't worked for them so far is that, as far as OGP are concerned, they've become slightly defense oriented. And I think that that credit has to be massively given to YGA. I mean, why do I say that? Because in the last 7 or 8 minutes, we have seen YGA doing a very good job with their attack, and that has induced OGP to do give lesser attacks out there. We are throwing now, or in fact, yes, should be a throw in for OGP. Now that one phase of attack, waiting for, because it's very important that you don't let the opponent get on top of you, and that should be definitely running in the minds of should be running in the minds of OGP definitely. Good start from the defense. That's a clearance that's made. Very well done. And now that is well done. That turn has helped her to get past a couple of defenders, and that was a solid ball into the box, but just not anyone present there to get that final touch right. Eventually, that ball has rolled out of play. Should be a goal kick now. Going in with the goal kick here. That ball has, I think, really having a feeling that this half has worked for them so far. With an empty post, they've eventually, to be very honest, missed out on, you could say, the best chance of this match. Yes, they've converted one. There is no doubting that, but I really feel that was one of the best chances to make a statement, or rather a comeback. And now this interception can do a lot of wonders. And this might get in the box. And that is a fine shot. That is 2-1. YGA, take a bow. This goal was, definitely on the cards in my opinion, guys, because we've already spoken that right in the last 8 to 10 minutes or so, right? Since the 15th minute, maybe you could say that it was YGA who were working on it time and again, who were working on taking those shots, who were designing, or rather working out with the kind of players that they were, in the sense that the passes were right. The game plan was, I think, the planning has been thus far very good from YGA, from what I've seen, and from the execution point of view, definitely the score line will give you an idea. But yes, OGP started well, but just that lack of momentum at this stage, in my opinion. But definitely, guys, don't be surprised if we get to see maybe the equalizer just before the second half begins, or rather in this first half itself. So there goes they go with the free kick, offside. Very well done. And now sprinting forward from the left flank, can they deliver across? Yes, looks to be so cleared away, and that should be a throw in. Guys, we'll be having a quick drinks break here. Almost in the 29th minute of things, whereby we have seen three goals thus far, whereby just one separating them. And it has been a great game so far. We'll join back after a short break, guys. So we're off from the break here. The defense back into proceedings. That's well done. Pushes it forward. Very well done there. Possession back. I think the break would be a great blessing in disguise for OGP so far. That should help them to uh, move ahead with this particular game. I think. Why do I say that? Because the break should give them, some kind of clarity. Because I think that is becoming a huge part of our sport. Right, in different sports, we've seen that happen. The defense thus far doing their job, because the keeper as well, been very very active in that region, because for a fact that It's been a day whereby the offensive side of things have worked, and that is the whistle from the ref coming in straight away, and an important free kick now for OGP here. Right then, here you go with whatever play we have seen so far, right? Into the 34th minute, this particular match. 2-1 is where it stands, 3 goals to this point, and they lead by one as far as YJ are concerned. And I think that set piece will work for them, and also from the OGP point of view, right? It's very important that they capitalize with their set pieces. Good take from the keeper. In fact, had that interception been taken place, should be a throw in now. Well taken, and in fact, a chance for interception. Ball into the box here. Whistle coming in straight away. In fact, we'll continue with the play here. Good work. Is that the pass? The defense will take over eventually. Into the left flank. That's good work. An excellent shoulder push to go with defense. That ball is cleared away eventually, but yes, an important throw in for OGP in the context of this particular match. Yeah. Good work there into the right flank now. Can they do something with this attack? Because thus far it's been a good game from what we could see. Expect a long ball here. More than long balls. I think throughout this tournament, what we've seen is, these grounded balls really work for these teams. That's one way of planning things cleared away from the defense. Once again, good work from OGP. A lot of play. Eventually, it's worked for them thus far, was what we think. But I know what I have a small feeling is that we've seen desperate plays that have been affected so far, right? Because I really do have a feeling that both these teams in terms of potential are really good. There is no doubting that because you look at the way they've attacked, right? It has really been great. Because at times you know for a fact that these kind of goals can only make their way if you can give the best potential of your side. Kudos, very well done. 3-1 at this point. 39 minutes into this match. And we are seeing a fourth goal in the context of this match, and the third one for YGA in terms of what they've done. 2 goal difference at this point. And just imagine the confidence, guys. You're striking at the stroke of half time. And I think, especially in football, that is one way of thinking, right? Because if you can get into the halftime break with a 2 goal cushion, and especially, right, if you strike at the halftime break, it's going to give you a lot of confidence, and that confidence might turn out to make wonders. Why do I say that? Because you have that pep talk coming in, and not only the players, the managers, the amount of confidence that the managers carry into the drawing board for the second half, or rather post the first half. The plans that they make are have got have got to make a significant difference here. Throw in is on. Good work. And now can they bring a change here? That ball is out of play. Might be a. In fact, not really sure on who had that deflection, but then the whistle coming in. Free kick will be taken. And this is where OGP shouldn't lose the game, or rather mentally. I think it's all about a mental game from this point, because OGP have, let's say, in the break of, or rather in a span of 20 minutes, they've eventually controlled the game, right? So for control the game, I think it's working in your favor. That's a great ball. And now, is that a one-on-one opportunity? Keeper comes in with a lot of clarity and clears the ball away brilliantly. Should be a throw in now. I think the one good thing here is that opportunities have been coming in time and again, right? Whatever has worked for them, time and again, I think, they have had the intent, and you can, put this game into two halves, you could say. I mean, you can put the first half into 2 halves, if you can maybe think in that manner, right? The first 22 minutes, or rather 20 minutes, if you can put it in that way, as well as we are in the 42nd minute of proceedings. Maybe first 20 minutes, I think, OGP had that intent to attack. Both the teams were very good as far as attack is concerned. But what happened, especially after that equalizer was scored from OGP, is that we've seen a couple of extra goals that's been scored. So why is that? That's purely due to the attacking intent, and what that has done to the OGP is that uh, they've fallen back a lot. That is in terms of defense. They've tried to strengthen their defense, and they've started to you know defend their goals, their opposition's goals rather. I think from a very, very common football standpoint, right? The moment you start defending the other team's goals, it becomes majorly difficult because you will have to, uh, let's say that you will be playing a game whereby you will have to keep playing towards the opposition point, because let's say for instance that if you're going to keep defending, right, you always mentally, maybe you might always stay on the back foot. That is some way of thinking about the game plan. But definitely I think the two goals has been a major dent here as far as in confidence of OGP. But nonetheless, YGA with their attack and intent have been very good, especially in the last 20 odd minutes or so. There is no second thought to that. That's very well gathered by the keeper. Good pass there. Into the left flank now. So can they strike? Very close to half time here. In fact, very well tackled by the defense. Once again, and now they'll start to clear the ball. Then an interception can, in fact, bring in a chance for one more goal, but that's not to be the case. The defense handles it, deals it really well. The ball out of play should be a throw in. That is a great touch, but just not enough to give them the fourth couple of minutes added on in terms of stoppage time. Yes, and I think that has been one way as well, because we have seen no stoppage, or rather, instead of the set piece is being taken, but otherwise I have we've not really deliberately seen any stoppage of play. Very well done. Couple of minutes added on. So far, great ball into the box, and now into the right flank. That ball is eventually out of play. Almost in the last minute of this second half. It has been a very, very interesting half, guys. 4 goals in it. Been very good intent showcased from both the teams. I think definitely there has been no doubt in that. Good work. Into the forward region now. Can we see a fourth goal here? But has been denied by the defense. Excellent clearance coming in. Very well done. So should be the last phase of play as far as the first half is concerned. Ball coming in. Throw in so far. It's gone in their favor. Right then. A good ball is required. And the finish. Can it be done? Cleared away. Great work. And there it goes. The final whistle as far as the first half is concerned. At the halftime break, both the teams, right? One team, that is YGA, that is Young Association, KUARMUNDA are 3, and the OGP Club 1. So 4 goals scored, whereby 3 courtesy That is YGA, or rather YGA, and on the other hand, OGP doing their work. But definitely a great second half of it, all of us guys. So that is the halftime score, as we can see, 3-1. So we'll be back for the second half in a while. Thank you so much. Start off the second half, yeah. So we've had a first half that's gone really quick. 4 goals thus far. Now the defense will carry out their work. They've done this so far really well. The team in blue have the YGA have dominated it extremely well here, and that's what does. Good pass there. That's a fine pass, but just not enough on it. That's out of play for a throw in. Good work towards the very close to the line. In fact, once again, that ball has gone out of play. Now it should be a throw in for OGP. In terms of towards their end as well, if they can put in a long throw, it should benefit them. But in fact, throw within a span of a few seconds here should be a throw in once again. This time for YGA. What can they do? They have been very good with their attacking intent. Good run towards the right flank. That throw in has helped them to do a lot of things. This time the cross comes in, but just not effective. In fact, hits the side netting. Very important that they have to get that cross right, and for a fact that the midfielders, especially who are running in from the right flank and from the left flank, if they are the ones who are the fulcrum for setting a goal, because if you can put the cross right, it's all about that final touch that should put the ball into the back of the net. So thus far, going really good. 48 minutes into this match, still coming in straight away. Player down as well. So medical attention would be provided to them. Been a good tournament. The medical staff have been the unsung heroes. In any tournament, you need that hospitality, or rather the medical attention, to be perfect. And you really have a feeling that this OWL has provided us that. And now we'll start off with a goal kick here as far as OGP are concerned. Good ball right there. Puts in the long ball as expected. Again, puts in the pass. Should roll out eventually, is it? Yes, just in time. Rolls out of play. Should be a throw in. In fact, after that particular play, and this time it might be a one-on-one chance here. And shouldn't she get the pass in? Just not able to get that right. The keeper sprints in. Then that is a good clarity. I mean, the keepers must have that clarity, and especially when they're trying to charge in, right? If you got to charge in, it's very important that you must have the clarity, because sometimes If you jump in without the clarity, there are higher chances that right then, uh, you might have a miscommunication with your defense, and might eventually result in a goal, or even create that goal scoring opportunity. Right, that's possession still with YGA. Good ball into the box. Very well done from the keeper yet again. He's been busy, especially in the last 25 minutes of the first half. That's been the case, and now 5.5 minutes into the second half. That's how things have worked. Right then, lay her down there. Hopefully, she's fine. And immediately, the referee having a check on her. Right then, medical attention will be given to her. Right then, free kick at a great spot. What can they do here? A good ball is the necessity, or even a good shot. Because they have the freedom at this stage. Because you have a two-goal cushion, takes in the shot directly as expected. In fact, that has gone out of play for a moment. I thought that had gone behind the net. Yes, that ball is out of play, but a great shot. That should give her all the confidence in the world. 53 minutes into this match. 4 goals. We've seen one team that has performed with a two-goal cushion. Lovely execution so far. A long shot that's in fact taken hard, and now should be a goal kick. And I really think patches of play have been very good. Uh, yes, I think domination has been more from YGA, and definitely the scoreline has reflected it. There is no doubting that. And the only way that OGP can get into this match is, guys, just have the possession. Into the left flank, good work, good cross, and just the touch that remains. Clearance made comfortably in the end. The defense is still working hard. Clearance is required. Ball cleared away. Good pass then. Defense does really well. Ball, long ball that's come in and might take the shot here. And takes the shot. Turned out to be wayward. And now all the chance in the world, but way past in the end. putting out a lot of chances together. 55 minutes, 55 odd minutes into this match has been a very competitive game, you could say, very entertaining one, but definitely 35 more minutes in normal time. And we anticipate more goals in it because we've seen YGA taking those chances, creating those chances, especially. I think that is the crux of understanding that we have a great game in our hands. Good work from the defense into the right flank. That's good work. After a pretty long time, they've tried to push in for attack. Puts in the clearance as expected. Very well done. Just the anticipation on point. Yes, we knew that the moment both these teams started to score. In fact, the equalizer coming in real quick time has turned out to be the turning point of this match. Good ball into the box then, but the defense perfectly in it. That ball still with them, but straight to the keeper. Should be perfectly fine. The defense working really well. Free kick coming in, good ball into the box. In fact, you could see that generally when the fouls are being made, uh, they're not letting the momentum of the game down, and that is especially very important because across sports, if you could talk about different sports, right? Maybe the way, for instance, let's talk about tennis. The way Djokovic, takes that break in order to reduce the momentum, and on the other hand, we've seen Rishabh Pant do this as well as far as cricket is concerned. So yeah, a couple of sports that I wanted to name, but yes, definitely the breaks definitely sometimes affect the momentum, especially when the game is going good. It might affect you on the negative side, and maybe if it's not going your way, the other way around, vice versa. Out for a corner now should be a throw in. Lay her down there close to the post. Hopefully she's fine, but yes, indeed, she is all right. So it should be a throw in now. Works for them so far. Has been perfect ball into the box. A wayward shot taken in the end, out for a goal kick now. Right then, guys. Just a small correction. Uh, be a corner here. In fact, I thought for a fact that there was a deflection, but actually, and they've managed to put the ball out of danger. Is it? Oh, that is a great effort, but that has put the team forward by 4 goals there. Put it to the back of the net. Fine effort. That is what happens when sometimes if you can ensure that time and again the ball is close to the danger area, as we can see the replay here. And what has exactly happened, that the defense tried to clear it, but in the end getting the final touch right, and that's why finish has become very very important. If you can hold the possession of the ball for 90% of the game, right, even 90 or 80% of the game, and don't get those finishes right, don't get shots on target, but there is that one team who has held lesser possession throughout the game, and eventually has got the shots right on target. They end up winning the game. So end of day, the finishes and the shots on target play a major role, and that's where YGA have been really good. I think them a 3 goal cushion at this stage. Looks like they'll look to close out the game here. Definitely. That's a great run. And now, is that a one-on-one opportunity? Once again, we might see the fifth one here. And there you go. In style, 5-1. Very well done. And there is no doubt that they are strong favorites as far as YEGA are concerned. And that run told you that there was a great opportunity that was coming in. And little doubt did you have that there was that one-on-one finish. And especially you could see that, the way she had actually tried to move forward and place the shot right. 5-1 here. Dominant performance thus far. 63 minutes into this game. 5-1 is where it stands, and a dominant performance. Still 27 minutes to go. Already 6 goals in it. How far are we gonna go? Time will answer us as that question. As OGP get their second kickoff in the last 2 or 3 minutes or so. Good ball into the box, and eventually that has found the back of the net, and 6-1 is where it stands now. And time and again, they have ensured that they have worked for this goal. And now that the momentum doesn't really matter. Generally, momentum is where these goals are scored. But this was a great ball, and the keeper just getting that mistimed gather. Eventually, eventually, that was the reason to find the back of the net. Defense does really well there, but 6-1, I think, is turning out to be really concerning here as far as OGP are concerned, because I think, for a major part of this game, yes, they look strong in the initial parts of it, but post the 28 minute or so, it's not really worked for them, because I think, yes, we've discussed this point, very, very in the very end of the first half as well. We discussed this point that right then, if you're going to, attack a lot, right, or rather fall back, that is towards the defense, it's going to be a hectic task. Good ball, then that should be offside, is it? It's to be straight offside. Yes, that is straight offside. So will be a free kick now, because that was a good ball that was put into the box, but unfortunately, not to be so. So works really well for them at this point. The seventh goal is what we anticipate, but just not getting it that on target. That is well out of play. But I think, this game, if they should avoid a psychological damage. I think this game, more than the strategy point of it, it's more about the fact that they are trying to avoid a psychological damage, because I really feel that psychologically you might be down sometimes. That is straight offside then. So once again, the whistle coming in at the right time. And in such a game, right, the assistant referees as well play a huge role, because sometimes, when there are a lot of goals scored, sometimes, the assistant referees play a huge role, and I think they have done a great job, especially in this OWL. This has been really great. Ball out of play, must be a throw in at this point for YGA. Still coming in from the referee. So we'll have a short breather for a drinks break at this point. Teams will try to refresh their strategy in a quick bit and just get back. We'll join after the short break. So goal kick at this point, I think that the break would have done a lot of good, especially for YGA, for a fact that they can try and increase their lead. Yes, we know that almost 72 odd minutes into this match, 18 minutes that remain. A good opportunity has come their way post the break into the right flank now. That's into the box, but had too much on it. So out of play for a goal kick now. That's a great run. That is an extremely great run. And now waiting for that cross and puts in the shot, but the defense straight away coming in. Does extremely well at this point in time. What can they really do? Is something that time will answer. Great run into the right flank. Good, good ball. Then out of play that. Yes, I really think 75 minutes into this match, and we've seen uh, one thing is assured that the quality of both the teams has been really good, and both the teams can also try and change their uh, game plan as well for the future games if needed. And OGP, I think, are very strong with their defense. There is no doubting that. That ball is out of play. Should be goal kick once again. But yes, I really feel in the last 15 minutes, what can a side do for confidence, especially a team like OGP? Uh, they can definitely work on maybe scoring a couple of goals, putting in a few chances, maybe bring your subs in. I think that is one way of understanding things as well. Because yes, you could say that maybe this game is done and dusted as far as the result is concerned, but nonetheless, give that opportunity to some of them, maybe who are on the bench, because maybe fresh legs can create that magic, and it can give you a collective confidence as a team, correct? And on the contrary, even if those players can eventually turn out to be match winners in the eventual games, it should really benefit your team's cause. Once again, that should be a goal kick now. Goal kick as far as the team in blue YGA are concerned. fact, had that opportunity brewing in, really, thought that that might find the back of the net, but just not getting the shot away. Puts in the goal kick. Last 13 minutes, if you could say, maybe 3 or 4 minutes of add on time, close to 15 odd minutes, let's say, 17 minutes left in this game. So can they get a couple of goals? Can OGP get a couple of them and settle into this game? Is what we anticipate. And also, if you're going to see now more number of goals, we've already seen 7 of them. But if there's someone who's supporting the team in grey, right? You would be really happy to see maybe a little bit of equality in it, but that's how the game has been. It's been a very dominant performance from YGA, because I think purely based on that attacking factor, they have you know attacking factor. They've had that advantage coming their way. Very well done. Should be a throw in now. Cleared away. So that ball has been deflected away for yet again another throw in for YGA. So 79 minutes into this match, and they are cruising him. That ball once again. In fact, I really do have a feeling that definitely throw-ins as well. The defense of YGA has been extraordinary today. There is no doubting that, because I think the emphasis that they've showed on attack has eventually led them to translate it into the defense as well. So it has complemented each other, is what I really think. Into the right flank now. Good run. Very good run displayed. Back on. Good ball into the box, but the keeper this time perfectly in her elements, does extremely well. I think, guys. Yes, yes. If you are someone who's supporting, no, the OGP, not the best of the days, you could say, but I think the keeper, she's been really good. A lot of shots being fired in at her, but what has eventually happened is she has been really good. Ball then wide of the post. They have that freedom to take those shots. There is no doubting that, because of because the only reason is that they have that cushion. They have a 5 goal lead, and that is giving them a lot of chances. And on both the sides, as we've discussed earlier, I definitely think if you can bring in a couple of substitutes in and give those opportunities to maybe to the other players in the team as well, it should be a very very useful game, because you don't get that every day of the week. And in fact, that is an appeal for the ball going out of play. Eventually they get that signal from the assistant referee as well, and must be a throw in now. The throw being taken short. Good interception. Great interception. And can they change the fortunes here? Desperate shot. All out of play. That was a great ball that was put in, but actually the keeper comes ahead. But yes, guys, I think you know no words to appreciate the way YGA have played today. Their attack, their intent on attack has been excellent, extraordinary, is what we feel. Actually, that has helped them a lot. Be a throw in, a long throw in taken. That is interesting. And also, one other point that I was thinking as well is that we haven't seen a lot of long throw-ins that has come in this particular match, because generally, you especially I was expecting that, especially from OGP, because I had a real feeling that, right, if OGP could have converted those, because we nearly in the second half, right, a few moments post the start of the second half, we saw a lot of throw-ins that had come their way. So long throw-ins would have made a massive factor, because what it eventually does is, there are free kicks. Yes, you do eventually get free kicks. You do eventually get corners, but if you have to create a set piece opportunity, you can create it through these long throw-ins. Why do I say that? Because for a sheer reason that, if you can take those long throw-ins, you can maybe form in a wall, you can put that throw in hard, because that throw-in can, maybe if it's put in a proper manner, can eventually turn out to be a good ball into the box, and a touch is all is needed to put it to the back of the net. Flag in from the referee straight away. That indicates that it's a throw in now. So almost 86 minute in the 86th minute of proceedings as far as this game is concerned. Definitely, has worked for them. Have a real feeling that it can turn out to be great here. And now the interception might work here. But the defense, oh, really well done. Good clearance there. Under pressure, did really well. Off the throw in, really got the deflection, got the touch, gone out of play. It's be a goal kick now. I think really, on different aspects they have worked hard. There is no doubting them. On various aspects, it has given them that confidence to work with, and And not only that, especially on attack, and they knew that, right? As far as YGA are concerned, they knew that if they are going to go and just get that momentum first up, not really let that second goal come in, because if one team takes the lead, or rather the opposition takes the lead as far as OGP are concerned, if they would have taken the lead, uh, post the equalizer that they had got, that would have given them a major boost, right? But eventually, that's where it stands. YGA have got a comprehensive game, almost 4 minutes of, in fact, 3 minutes of normal time. Maybe you could say 4 minutes of time add on, man. And one thing as well, we haven't seen much of time get wasted in this particular match. I think that is one great aspect of this game, because a lot of times, we see stoppage time being exceeded to close to 5 minutes. So we're still coming in straight away, still in straight away. So there you go. We might see a free kick coming in as well. So there you go. Given medical attention straight away. Hopefully she's fine out there. So we start off with a drop ball. Yeah, generally drop ball is being executed where, when there are situations whereby the play is stopped due to unforeseen circumstances and into the right flank. And now can they put in the cross? That is the requirement. Good ball in to the box and might take the shot here. Is it? The defense comes in handy. Well done. Very well done. Puts in the tackle once again. And now possession back close to the midline. And one good thing that you could see is, they've not gone back. They've not gone back to the defense. It's always been attack, and it's been positive. And as we see, there is a 4 minute stoppage time that's been added on. Why is that so? Because solely for the reason that have a feeling that you know uh, this particular delay would have induced him to add even maybe a couple of minutes, because I think it's been a commentator's curse, because just at the moment we said that, right, there has been no stoppage of play, or there has been no uh, time that's been consumed. Unfortunately, there was an injury, but yeah, I think that she's perfectly fine there. And now there is an opportunity to get number 7. There you go, does really well. In fact, she's been substituted in, and first up, she has done to the best of her capacity. Very well done. So, this particular game, it has belonged to YGA. Whatever said and done, Young Association. Very well done. This is great work. It has gone really well in their favor. Close to maybe 50 seconds left in this particular game in normal time. But yes, I mean, guys, what a prolific effort in terms of goal scoring, in terms of what they have done. Uh, their planning has been perfect, and more importantly, in the second half, they have shown their best game possible, is what I feel. Because yes, in the first half, they've got that lead, that acceleration from saying 1-1 to going 3-1 in the first half. That's where was the initial part of the momentum. But in the second half as well, OGP had that chance, right, to get back into this match. But what eventually happened was in the second half, where the momentum was perfect, and momentum wise, I think it has definitely belonged to YGA, and deserving winners of this match, you could say. Good ball in. Can they get number 7? As we could say, maybe the last phase of play of this match. Since it's still with YGA, can they do something different here? But then, keeper, let's start again. Good work. Puts in the ball. That's great work. And the clearance from the defense. So that is the final whistle that comes in. Great display. Great display of football from YGA. 6-1. And we've seen 7 goals, but 5 separating each of them. 6-1. So Young Association, KUARMUNDA 6, and their opposition, the OGP Club, 1. So having a 5-goal, trailing by 5 goals, having a 5-goal cushion. Very well done. A 5-goal lead for Young Association KUARMUNDA. Very well done, guys. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure joining all of you guys. So thank you so much, guys. So as we could see, the full-time score here, Young Association KUARMUNDA 6 and the OGP Club 1. So a massive victory in terms of goal difference. Thank you so much, guys. This is Rohit Kumar signing off. We'll join in yet another game. Until then, thank you so much.